the challenge of my life is to find out how far I can take it.
The only thing that you can think of is that moment right there.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
Do you consume energy drinks?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Do you consume any energy drinks?
Yes, I do. Red Bull.
Do you have a particular brand of energy drinks? Which is your favorite?
Usually Red Bull.
And for what purpose?
Well, usually when I'm tired and I'm not done with my day and I need some extra energy to get through it, I usually go to energy drinks.
During exams, because sometimes it gives me that boost of energy. So for an engineer, that's quite often.
Oh. And for what purpose besides studying, or is it solely to energize you?
If there's a party or something, I don't mind having one, because I don't drink, so I just might as well have an energy drink. I prefer that over like Pepsi or anything like that.
Where do you mostly order it?
I buy it in retail shops, like just markets on the street.
Where do you normally order it? At a restaurant, or buy it from a supermarket, or you?
I usually get it from supermarket, because yeah, that's one.
What other brands of energy drinks have you heard of?
If I heard of, there's AMP, I've heard. I think one's called Boom Boom or something.
Yeah.
And those are it, I think.
You mentioned earlier the brand of Red Bull as an energy drink. Do you do you know any other energy drink brands?
Does it have to be in Lebanon?
No, it doesn't matter.
I know Bison and Power Horse. Power Horse is here. And I don't know if you'd consider Gatorade an energy drink. That's usually to hydrate, but I think it's also considered energy. Boom Boom, but I've never tried it. Yeah, most of these I've never tried, I'm stating. I think that's about it.
Any reason why?
Well, I think it's the best one, and I kind of don't trust the local ones. I don't know why.
How important is it for you to consume an energy drink that is of a well-known brand?
It's pretty important for me because, well, energy drinks are industrial and they're not natural. So you don't know what ingredients are being put in, and seeing that a well-known brand that tells me that, and a lot of people consume it, that tells me it's a safe-ish drink to have.
But you haven't heard any horror stories about Red Bull and how bad it is and its chemicals, or it doesn't really matter because it's still
I haven't really
good.
heard anything major. All I know is that it speeds up your heartbeat.
Have you tried them?
Maybe once or twice.
No. Okay.
Do you see any difference in the taste?
There are some differences, yes. Red Bull definitely tastes better.
In Saudi, if you had to choose between Red Bull and Bison, which would you choose?
At the moment, I think I'd go for Red Bull, but when I used to take Bison, I'd prefer Bison.
Okay, why do you prefer? Is it the taste?
Yeah, I thought at the time Red Bull was too, had like a medicine type taste, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I got
Used to it.
I'm pretty used to it now, and I think it's really good. I don't know if that's like an addictive thing.
How important is it for you to consume an energy drink that is of well-known brand?
It's pretty much important because, like, I've heard rumors about there being some not dangerous, but like not healthy stuff in some of them, and I think the well-known ones would be better trusted.
Do you consider yourself as someone who cares about brands?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember when you first consumed it?
First time you've tried it?
Probably the first time I've tried it was in Saudi Arabia, just when they told me it's preferable over bison, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, and then I didn't actually prefer it. At the point.
Okay. Just like Red Bull, it's the image of being fearless and doing whatever you want and getting high on the adrenaline.
Good question.
Do you think there are other brands that does sell a lifestyle?
I'm sure they do.
You don't think it adds to the lifestyle? It's trying to promote.
They're trying to do that, and it works on some people, but like it's not to the extent, that extreme extent that you think, and oh yeah, impossible is nothing.
Here's why Red Bull was sued, and their slogan is "Red Bull gives you wings." So someone sued them for false advertising because it doesn't actually give you wings. Come on, America, this is why China is winning. What is wrong with people? Someone took that phrase, Red Bull gives you wings, literally. So, and this is true, I'm not making this up. So I wanted to talk to one of the people behind the lawsuit. Here he is, Hank Horman. Please come on out, Hank. Hello, Hank. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Ellen.
That seems like a weird way that your arms were broken like that. Tell everyone, what happened to you?
Well, I heard that Red Bull gives you wings.
Right.
So I drank a Red Bull and I tried to fly.
Yeah.
What on earth is that?
It's Red Bull, the energy drink.
No. Take it down immediately. On my ship, we only have champagne.
Yes, but Red Bull gives you wings.
Wings? Why on earth would you need wings on a ship? Stupidest thing I ever heard.
And what's the most number of cans of energy drinks that you've drank in one sitting or one night? Or?
I don't think I've had more than one, but I would say probably maximum 2, maximum.
20,000 feet. Speed 30 miles per hour. Location 54 miles southeast of launch. You are clear to jump at your own discretion.
Clear. I'm on my own.
Speed 620 mph. Mach 1.0. Mach 1.2, Mach 1.089 and slowing.
And how did you heard of Red Bull?
It's hard not to hear of it, it's everywhere. Really.
Any examples?
Like they sponsor a lot of events in Lebanon, and like you see them on TV, and it's really hard to not to miss them.
You said that Red Bull, you saw its advertising and all of the things it does, all the way it sells its image outside of the energy drinking medium.
Yeah.
Like, for example, how it sponsored the Felix when he jumped from space.
Yeah, that's right.
That influences you, seeing that a company would.
Well, it tells me that a company, when a company advertises, it tells me that, like, for example, Pepsi. It's a big company. Yeah, it's still everyone knows Pepsi. It still advertises. I don't really know why they do that, but I guess it just keeps that image in your head. So when you see someone doing a stunt and having Red Bull, it gives you that image, like, oh, it's time for a Red Bull, or when you're in a scene, you're in a situation, and you just recall, like, oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, you remember, like, Red Bull, when I'm like, I don't know, I want to go dune buggies or something. It's like, I think of Red Bull for some reason. It's in the desert, and it's hot, and it's like, yeah.
So when you buy the product, you don't just buy the product, you buy the lifestyle that it claims it sells with it.
I think that's a little, like, that's too intense. Because my purpose for it is solely for studying or just rarely in parties.
Red Bull gives you wings.